Welcome everybody. It's time to do another deep dive into the world of Medium.com. Dang it. Alright guys, today's piece is the 10 worst pieces of advice you should avoid. This was written by Just Wandering, and it has gotten a lot of views and a lot of comments and a lot of claps because it is a wonderful piece of work. Let's go ahead and get started and find out the worst pieces of advice you need to avoid. Life is a complex journey. As we navigate its challenges, we often look for guidance. Although some advice can be helpful, not all suggestions are wise. Number 1. Follow your passion and success will follow. While the idea of pursuing one's passions is undoubtedly appealing, the simplistic notion that success is guaranteed can be misleading. Not all passions are financially viable or practical career choices. Instead, consider aligning your interests with market demand and exploring how you can contribute meaningfully. I get this. If your passion is to fly without wings or without a kite or without a plane, you probably are not going to succeed. Number 2, ignore criticism and haters. Brushing off all criticism as the words of haters can be detrimental to personal growth. Constructive criticism, even if delivered harshly, can provide valuable insights. Ignoring feedback altogether might lead to a lack of self-awareness and hinder your ability to adapt and improve. Although we all hate criticism and everybody hates a hater, some of the information that you're provided from those individuals could be accurate. And although nobody wants to hear that, that's the truth. Number 3, money can't buy happiness. I heard something on the radio before we move forward. I heard something on the radio or on TikTok, I think it was on TikTok, that said, money can't buy happiness, but have you ever seen somebody frowning on a jet ski? Remember, if you're depressed, that you're not upset or sad, you're just broke. That hit me kind of hard because I feel like that's true. We can't buy physical happiness with money, but it definitely makes life easier. All right, let's see what he had to say. While it's true that money alone can't buy happiness, dismissing the importance of financial stability and comfort is a mistake. Financial stress can be a significant source of unhappiness, and having the means to meet basic needs and pursue personal goals can contribute to a more fulfilling life. As we just said, nobody frowns on a jet ski. Number 4, fake it until you make it. Presenting a facade of confidence or competence before you truly possess it might lead to short-term gains, but it's not a sustainable strategy. Authenticity and genuine growth are more likely to result in long-lasting success and fulfillment. I've heard this a lot. Mindfulness and, keeping a positive mindset and telling yourself that you can do it is going to mean that you can do it. And sometimes that might not be the case. It's a brutal truth, but it's a truth nonetheless. Number 5, wait for the perfect moment. Procrastination often disguises itself as waiting for the perfect moment. In reality, there is rarely an ideal time for anything. Waiting for perfection can lead to missed opportunities and a life filled with unfulfilled aspirations. Embrace imperfection and take action when the opportunity arises. Let's go ahead and stop for a second because I have something specifically settled to number 5. Some people like to say that they would rather have children when they're financially stable and they have the capacity to do so. If you are one of those people, you will be waiting a very long time before you have kids because you're never really fully financially prepared for a child. You have no idea what's going to come or what it's going to cost or what you're going to need, and that's just the way it is. So trying to wait can sometimes be construed as procrastination in disguise. Number 6, always put others first. While altruism is commendable, sacrificing your own well-being for the sake of others is a recipe for burnout and dissatisfaction. It's essential to strike a balance between helping others and taking care of your own needs. You have heard it a bunch where people said they would provide you the shirt off of their own back. More power to you, you're awesome. But remember that you have to have something in your cup to provide to other people. You're not filling your own cup, you can't fill others as well. Number 7, don't settle down too early. The idea that settling down early limits life experiences can lead to unnecessary anxiety and misguided decisions. Every individual has a unique timeline for personal and professional growth. Settling down early doesn't preclude adventure or personal development. I am a full advocate of this. I met my husband, who I've been with for almost 10 years now, on December 31st of one year. We moved in together January 1st of the following year, and we got married 7 months after that fact. And we've been together ever since. Actually, I don't think I've spent a night away from the man in a decade. But that doesn't necessarily work for everybody, but it kind of puts a little anecdote onto number 7. Number 8, love conquers all. While love is undoubtedly a powerful force, it cannot overcome all obstacles. This is true. If I can't open a can of green beans, love is not going to do it for me. Romanticizing the idea that love alone can solve complex issues ignores the importance of communication, compatibility, and shared values in a successful relationship. This is true. Love don't pay the bills. You ever heard that? It's not always about the love you have for someone. It also has to do with the connection you have, the compatibility that you have for one another, and what you give to the other individual. If the person you're with makes up for your faults and you make up for theirs and you fit together like puzzle pieces, epic. If it's not that way, you might want to reevaluate your relationship just a little bit and see if you're just holding on to the fact that you love that person rather than that person being right for you. Number 9, ignore your mental health and just push through. Okay, this is a big controversy today. You don't ignore your mental health. Nobody should ignore their mental health, ever. Let's see what he said. The stigma surrounding mental health issues can sometimes lead to dangerous advice of pushing through challenges without seeking help. Ignoring mental health concerns can exacerbate problems and hinder personal growth. Seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Exactly. I tell my kids all the time, stupidest person in the world, don't ask questions. Well, when it comes to your mental health, you have to talk to someone. Staying silent can make the anxiety worse. Number 10, you only live once, so take impulsive risks. Okay. The popular mantra YOLO can be misinterpreted as a license for reckless behavior. Ain't that the truth? I jumped off a couple of bridges when I was a teenager. I'm still here, but I could have not been. Taking risks is a natural part of life, but calculated decisions based on thoughtful consideration are more likely to lead to positive outcomes. Blind impulsivity, I said it right, can result in regrettable consequences. Yes, you only live once, and that's very true. But don't put your life on the line because you won't be able to do it again tomorrow. Because you may not be able to do it again tomorrow because you took that risk. It's a scary thing. It's important to carefully think about the guidance we get, considering where it's coming from and what might happen if we follow it. By steering clear of these misguided suggestions, people can make smarter choices and handle life's challenges with more understanding and strength. Life is complicated, so it's better to avoid simple sayings and face each decision with careful thinking and a clear purpose. Ain't that the truth? Just because somebody gives you guidance doesn't mean you have to take it. Nobody's advice is worth its weight in gold. If what I tell you on this YouTube channel doesn't resonate with you, cool. If you just do it because I've said it or somebody wrote it on Medium and I spoke it into this YouTube video, that's probably not the best way to live. Think about yourself. Put yourself in your own position and find out if it's the right thing or the wrong thing for you before you impulsively jump into the bandwagon, right? All right, guys, so that is the 10 worst pieces of advice that you should avoid by Just Wandering. If you guys would like to read more of his work, I have the link down below. Go ahead and click on it and let him know what you thought and read some more pieces that he's put together. He does some really good work. Comment down below if you're a writer on Medium and would like me to read a piece of your work. I'd be more than happy to take a look at it. And we'll see you guys again later. Bye.